Hey guys, this is Foolish Mortal 42 back with some more World of Warcraft Classic with Cyclovir, our enhancement shaman. We have just hit level 50 and I've gotten a few. Yeah, I got those enchanted. Those were really nice. Found those in the auction house for pretty cheap, but the rest of the stuff is pretty standard quest rewards. Let's see. I don't think I've really found anything super nice. I got that out of the auction house, but in one more level, we'll be able to use that, and that will be really nice. That should get us all the way to level 60, and actually pretty well into 60, unless we find... there's a really good two-handed hammer in BRD that we could use. But yeah, that's super sweet. So anyway, we have pretty much gotten our enhancement spec going pretty well. And I'm transitioning into elemental to just basically pump up my own DPS, not necessarily to go into the support tree too much. So we've got conviction and concussion, and then we'll get elemental focus, which is really nice. That'll really help our mana issues. Being our enhancement, our mana pool is quite low, and then probably, well, we'll probably go 4 points into reverb, and then elemental devastation, and then that'll leave us 2 points to kind of play with. I'm not for sure what we'll do with those just yet. But we're here to start our level 50 class quest that was added in phase 2 for all classes. Everybody gets one that end up going into Sunken Temple at the end of it. So I've kind of redone some of the Sunken Temple stuff, but not everything. I'm not going to get really super into it. But we've got a lot of marauding quests too to do. And I would like to do a full marauding run too and record that. That'd be fun. So Elemental Mastery. Bathra, the Wind Chaser, has sent out a summons for Shaman of your wisdom. He requires you bring a sample of each of the elements to show you are ready. To find Bathra, go to the river east of Terran Mill, follow the river north until you come across the ruins where Bathra resides. Collect a sample of air, fire, earth, and water for Bathra, the Wind Chaser.
May the eternal
So,
sun shine.
You might be thinking, oh, I've got to go hunt level 50 elementals, but that's not true. What you have to get are the mid-level elemental pieces, which are incredibly easy to farm. Not kind of curious as to why Blizzard decided to do that instead of having you go to like Ungaro Crater, which would be kind of level appropriate, but basically you can farm all of those in Arathi Highlands, and they're all level 30-ish. The rings of Outer Binding, Inner Binding, and East Binding, you can get all of your elemental pieces, which I have pre-farmed. Elemental Earth, Elemental Air, Water, and Fire. So now we're going to head over to Undercity, and we head over to Undercity, and I will meet you guys at Terran Mill. We should be quite used to that by now. So Terran Mill, get by the river, and then he's kind of right there. So I'll see you guys over there in just a second at the river. Okay, hold on. Alrighty, we're back in these beautiful rain effects. Yay! We're here in Terran Mill, and we're going to hop across the river. and run up and have our little conversation with Bathra. But I hope everybody is enjoying the videos. I know not really been able to put out very much. I started a new job and I've been in some training and yeah, and also the way that I was uploading my videos, I can't do that right now. I did get we're attempting to get cell tower internet, but the speed is still just about the same as it is with the DSL that I've got, so I'm not for sure if that's really going to help me very much either. So we're just in a bad location, but which means I'm probably never going to be able to stream or do anything like that. So we'll see how all of this is going to turn out. A lot of life root. Alright, Bathra the Wind Watcher.
How you doing, man?
What you got for me, Shaman? Excellent. Now we be talking. The elemental spirits of this place don't be liking me anymore. You know about the totems more than any. I've been needing a spirit totem to protect me. We already got the elements. Now we need something more with more nature, more primal. In the Western Plaguelands, you can kill bears for claws and spiders for their eyes. The carrion birds eat everything, so they might have either one. Bring the pieces for the spirit totem to Bathra the Wind Watcher. So now we're actually having to go and fight stuff level appropriate. So we're going to head up the river into Western Plaguelands. As you can see, spider eyes and bear claws. So probably the best, I'm going to head up the river and then probably down this coastline and across the water, and I should be able to get everything right next to the bulwark there. Let's try that. All right. So the guild tonight, later on tonight, is we're going to attempt to do ZG, which will be the first for the guild anyway. So I don't know if I'm like 4th or 5th alternate out of the 20 that signed up. I've got my fingers crossed. We'll see. And if that's the case, then I will definitely be recording that run because Zul'Gurub is probably one of my favorite in-game raids because I never really had the time to really put in the work, as it were, to get the gear to get ready to go into Molten Core and Blackwing Lair. I mean, that it takes a lot of dedication unless you just have like a really good guild that'll just carry you. And I didn't really want to do that. Like, I don't want to be carried, you know. But Zul'Gurub, it's kind of like that kind of really cool in-between place. I think Blizzard kind of realized that getting 40 people together to do something was challenging. Just getting that number of people together at the same time just wasn't very feasible, which is why later raids, I think, were, you know, decreased to the 10 and 25 man raids. which I think is why I really enjoyed um, the Burning Crusade. Like they were really kind of putting a lot of that together, and I'm building from there, so to speak. But Zul'Gurub, the gear from Zul'Gurub is really good. It's on par with Blackwing Lair, really. Not necessarily better per se, but it's you know, pretty solid gear, especially for classes like Shadow Priest, where their class sets really don't mesh well with that specialization. There's some pretty good enhancement shaman gear, which is actually why I was really wanting to have this character at level 60 with at least some Blackrock Spire gear, but I didn't quite make it. So we'll go over here to the high level 40 stuff and should be able to grab these components without too much trouble. I don't think I need very many. Spirit Totem, yeah, 8 of each. Shouldn't take too long. Yeah, I really like being a shaman. Hopefully we'll get some pretty good crits on the screen too for everybody to see. Especially since I've got all of these friendly buffs from everybody on the Zeppelin. So yeah, level 51, level 52. Shouldn't have too much trouble with it. Oh, come on, you can't be missing that much. Gonna have to suck down one of these potions, I think. Come on, yeah, there we go. Wow. Parried and dodged both of my Wind Fury procs. Come on, you can hit. I know you can. Holy cow. Yeah, finally. So the reason we're missing so much is our two-handed skill is only 245 out of 250. And they're, you know, one level higher. It shouldn't be too bad. When I start using that other axe, though, that's going to be an issue. I'll probably have to fight some really kind of mid-level stuff with my stone skin out. Just to... let's see how we can... He's blocking, get glancing blows. Well, I'm getting like 160s, 170s, so... Yeah, 362 crit. That's not too bad. Alright, so I'm gonna go on and finish farming these. I don't think that they take a long time to farm. We'll see. Alright, hold on. Alrighty, we're back. And that wasn't too awfully painful. Actually had more luck getting the claws from the carrion birds, vultures that were up there. The bears just did not seem to want to drop them today.
Hey there.
The spirits know what we're up to, and they be trying to kill me. I hope you got the parts. Yeah? Great, Mom. Let's try it out.
Be seeing ya.
Oh. I don't think it's strong enough. Okay.
Hello, man.
The spirit totem isn't enough. We'd be needing some voodoo magic to make it work just right. The trolls in the Sunken Temple have feathers strong with voodoo magics. Go there and kill Gasher, Mijan, Zolo, Haku, Zalor, and Loro. Then we have magic enough for a real spirit totem. So these are those mini bosses that we saw in my Sunken Temple run on Flagell. And what we get are a pair of pretty good gloves: agility, stamina, intellect, and spirit. But I've also got a pair of gauntlets of elements in the bank already. So those are still pretty good, but I think I would outgrow them so fast that it would be kind of a waste. The wild staff is pretty good DPS, strength, stamina, intellect. Chance to hit by 1, improves your chance to get a crit by 1. Still, that's pretty good. Oops. However, I think with a slower weapon, you're going to be getting bigger numbers with the battle axe, I think. So this gives us this trinket. Summons a mana spring totem, which it still takes up your water totem slot. But it's a lot more mana. 27 mana every 2 seconds with a 3-minute cooldown. I think even the mana spring totem here is, I think it maxes out at, I want to say like 10 or 12. So this will really last us.
Later.
So our next hurdle is getting into a Sunken Temple run, which we will do that in the next video. I know this one's kind of short, but I think that's pretty compact, and I might record that Sunken Temple run, I might not, or at least that part of it anyway. So I hope you guys are enjoying the content, and I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.